beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but let's get into this look. So just a FYI, before we get into the video, we are going to be getting into this hair tutorial. This wig is from Eva or Eva, I think it's Eva Hair Wigs. So all of the information will be linked down below, including the wig, where you can find this wig and all of that tea. This wig already came cut in a bob. All I did was bleach the knots. I didn't cut it or anything, and I just let it dry. I didn't like blow dry it or anything like that. This is air dried. It's natural texture. The hair is very full, and the style we're doing today, you saw it from the thumbnail. We're doing a side swoop with the flips, honey, taking it back to the 90s. Okay. I'm starting off with parting the hair. I wanted to mold the hair first before installing a wig. Now, I've never done this before, and I didn't really get a chance to like really sit and watch videos on how the style is supposed to be done. So I kind of just like winged it and freestyled it. And y'all, it is harder than it looks, okay? Like, because in case you didn't know, I don't do hair. I'm not a professional hairstylist. I don't take care of clients. I just like to do it for fun. It's something about completing a whole entire look from scalp to chin, okay? That really just does it for me. So I like to play in hair when I'm creating a look, because then it's like you have full control of the look of your canvas, right? So it's all in fun. I can't really like tell y'all what to do, because who am I to tell y'all what to do? But I can just show y'all what to do and show y'all that, you can have fun with hair and you can create something, and you don't have to be, heavily skilled in it, okay? So all I'm doing, I parted the hair, and I'm just taking my hot comb and I'm just starting to mold my side part. You want to make sure that the hairs are going in a direction that you want them to go, and that it's as flat as possible from the root, or in this case from the where the lace is. You want the root of the hair to be flat. So I'm also using my hair wax to help me get everything nice, flat, and molded. Alright, so now that I have everything as flat as I can get it, I'm gonna again continue to mold my swoop. So I'm gonna start using my comb to mold my swoop down, and I pinned it to the side, child. I don't know what happened to the footage, but child, y'all, all I did was swoop, child. That's all. And yeah, pieces on the opposite end. You just want to make sure everything is nice and flat. And now I'm about to cut the lace off. So now I'm gonna go ahead and cut the lace. I'm just using a regular razor from the beauty supply store to cut the lace. This lace is so good. This is one of the best lace front wigs that I received, because the lace on this is actually a HD lace, like a true HD lace. Do y'all see the melt? I was shook. I was really shook. So this is what it's giving. It's really giving scalp. It's giving scalp. Alright, so for the glue today, I'm only doing one layer of glue. I really didn't have to use glue. But I did. But she wasn't gonna really wear this install. So I just did one layer because we didn't need it to last for a full week or for a couple of days. It really was just for video purposes. So yeah, I'm gonna apply one layer, smooth it on real thin, and I'm just using my fingers to press the lace into her skin. Only thing I'm doing now is taking a blow dryer on like warm heat, and yeah, I'm just blowing it and melting it. The lace is perfection. Like, Eva Wigs did what they had to do. They gave what needed to be gave when it came to this frontal. All right. Flat iron the hair off camera because the hair needed to be straight, and y'all know how to flat iron the hair. So that's all I did. And all I did, y'all, was spray a whole bunch of hairspray, holding spray, any holding spray. I sprayed a whole bunch and started brushing that baby down. I didn't have a hard brush, so I just used the baby hair brush, which I found out I did do this wrong because I literally just watched a video last night of how it should be done. So I did this wrong, but it came out cute for the video. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep spraying all of this. Got to be and combing and brushing it down, making sure I have the swoop where I want it and it's going in the direction I want it to go, and it's looking nice and flat, you know. And I'm just gonna keep swooping it and swooping it and swooping it until it's all flat, and then I'm gonna push the hair behind her ear. All right, and this is what we have. Child, if y'all only knew, it was very strenuous. It was very hard, okay? I'm just happy we got this swoop down, child. So now we're going to go on to the other side, and we're just going to do like some light baby hairs. Nothing too crazy, just two little swoops, you know, keeping it like, you know, calm, like nothing too crazy. But y'all know I love baby hairs. I'm a baby hair person, so yeah. All right, so now we're going to try to get into these flips. Baby girl, I only have this like wide. I only have this wide behind flat iron. I don't have the little flat iron that works best to make the flips. So I was having real life technical difficulties, okay? The flips was not hitting. The flips was not doing what needed to be done. So, honey, we was in here going through. We was in here laughing and cackling because I was just like, yo, I need to get these flips right. It was so hard, okay? I wasn't doing it right. I ain't had the right tool. Child, look at this. Look at this flip. First of all, I don't know why I was tucking and rolling like that. But look how this flip come out. Oh my God. Oh my God. But the frontal look real good though. The frontal was giving. But yeah, y'all, I had to really go through it. Oh my God. I had to fight. I had to tussle for real to get these flips. Whew. Look, I just, girl. Girl. But yeah, this is what the hair ended up looking like the first time we flipped it. Super cute. Has lots of body. I really like that about this hair. This hair is really full and really thick and has a lot of body. So yeah, we're gonna get into the makeup, okay? So yeah, we're gonna get into the makeup for a minute. We'll go back to the hair at the end of the video, but just starting off with her eyebrows, I'm using the Benefit brow pencil, and I think this is number 4. It will be linked down below. I really don't know, but yeah, we're just gonna shape out her eyebrows and fill them in. By the way, so I haven't been on YouTube in I think over a month. So on my Instagram, I hope you guys are following me on Instagram. I posted a Q&A so you guys can ask me questions and I can answer it during this video. So it can be a little bit different, a little bit more interesting, you know. So you guys can just like watch what I'm doing and I like, you know, answer your questions. So that's what we're going to do throughout this video. And then I'll just pop in and out, you know, to explain what I'm doing. So I'm just going to start going through the questions. I posted them on my Instagram story. Somebody said, are you considering going live doing makeup, either Facebook or Instagram? I have considered it. It's just that I haven't really found the time to do it. And it's either going to be, okay, I'm going to sit here and film this tutorial for YouTube, or it's going to be on live. And I feel like more people would prefer it to be on YouTube so they can, you know, sit down and watch it and pause it, you know. So I don't know. Maybe if I have more time. Somebody asked me, somebody said, are you going to start wholesale for other products? No, I'm not. My brand, at the end of the day, it's a cosmetic line. It's a retail line. And wholesale is not something that I want to really pursue because I feel like wholesale can turn into a rabbit hole. And yeah, once you start wholesale and continue to provide more wholesale options, it kind of it takes away from your actual product line and you'll get more wholesale orders than you do retail orders. And that's not something that I'm interested in. It's good money, but I'm just not interested in it. I did start wholesaling my glitters, which I will have going for a while. But to be honest, it won't be permanent because it's just not realistic for where I want to take my brand. And it's hard to keep up with even now. It's really hard to keep up with wholesale orders on top of like my regular retail orders. So no, that's not something I'm interested in. I've been getting a lot of DMs like, are you going to wholesale your highlighters? Are you going to wholesale this? Are you going to wholesale that? And it's just like, sis, I can't. It's too much. Somebody said, what are some new practices that you are going to do for your business because of, you know, what's going on right now with the, you know, you can't mention it on YouTube, but there are no new practices for me to do. Number one, I won't be taking clients. I wasn't taking clients before COVID. Number two, I know how to sanitize. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I know how to sanitize. I have products that sanitize. I know how to clean. So for me, like, even if I was taking clients, it wouldn't be much more to do. I was going to open up a hair salon. So not a hair salon, but like a beauty bar. So when I was going through all the licensing and everything that I needed to do, there were things that I needed to educate myself on further, on how to further sanitize and proper steps that you're actually supposed to take that they teach you in like cosmetology or esthetician school. So I had to educate myself on that almost a year ago. So yeah, even if I was taking clients, I wouldn't have to change any practices because I took it upon myself to educate myself anyway. Somebody said, did you ever have people doubt your goal and how did you overcome it? I don't know if I could say I ever had people doubt my goal. I think it probably was more so like people not understanding. Like, it's hard for somebody to understand your vision. You know what I mean? Like, you see something that you want to do and how you want your life to be and the vision that you have, but everybody is not going to see that vision. So it can be seen as doubt because it's kind of hard for somebody to imagine like you like standing in front of them like in the flesh, like just being an ordinary person like them, and your goal is to be extraordinary. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I've had like experiences with people not being able to see my vision, not really doubt me. And the second part of the question is, how did you overcome it? I mean, it was nothing to even overcome, sis. Just you gotta focus on you gotta have tunnel vision, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have tunnel vision because eventually everybody else will be able to see what you've been seeing all along. And that's the mindset that you have to have. Somebody said, I'm having trouble trying to get the best after videos once I'm done with my client. Any suggestions? Sometimes it's the lighting. Sometimes it's the phone, the camera settings on your phone. Make sure if you have an iPhone that your 4K settings is on your video. And make sure that you have to find a good lighting spot. Like, since I moved my beauty area, my beauty studio in my home, I've had a hard time finding that perfect spot in my new space. So you have to play with lighting, you have to play with angles, you have to like see what wall works the best. But yeah, just finding the right angle, finding the right lighting. Sometimes direct lighting, like direct lighting directly on your client's face, isn't the best because you can't see all of the details. So I just want to pause for a second because if you was watching, so what was going on here was I was going to be doing a totally different look and a totally different vibe. And it ended up being a full-blown winged out cut crease. I was going to show you guys like how to get a cut crease without quote unquote cutting the crease like with the base. But then since we ended up with a full-blown winged out cut crease, I just decided to go with the vibes. Like I said, it had been over a month since I did makeup. So I was just like, you know what, Key, just freestyle it. So yeah, that's all I'm doing. And now I'm just taking some clear lash glue and drawing on a winged liner for her. And I'm just gonna do like some glitter. So I'm using some fine glitters from my Cosmetics line, Glow Up Academy. So yeah, I'm taking two glitters from the You So Fine set, which is the best selling fine glitters, and which is the orange color and the green color at the end. And in the middle, I'm using this beautiful like pink glitter. Is called 305. Shout out to Miami. So yeah, that's all I'm doing for that. We're just doing a glitter wing liner using 3 different colors. So yeah, the question was advice for aspiring MUA. I'm so sorry to have a generic answer, but you have to stay true to yourself. You have to stay consistent. You have to always be willing to learn, always be willing to take criticism, and always be willing to learn, take criticism, and just wanting to learn new things. You'll grow. It's inevitable. How do I stop my foundation from looking blotchy? It's all in the base, the skincare products and priming products that you use for your foundation base. And watch my channel, girl. Like, hello. Watch my channel. I don't know. Maybe she's not subscribed to my YouTube channel because some people on my Instagram don't follow me on YouTube. Somebody said, your point of view on getting away from toxic relationships and have you ever been in one? I've never been in a toxic relationship like boyfriend, girlfriend, but I have dated somebody and the situation was very toxic. And when you're in it, it's kind of hard to see what it is for what it is. But you have to like kind of step outside of yourself to get away from it. My point of view from getting away from a toxic relationship, I don't know. Like, you just have to like step outside of yourself to really see what it is, and you gotta go, sis. Like, you have to pick up and go. And the thing with toxic relationships is that it always pulls you back in. So you have to really remove yourself from the situation entirely. And when that happens, it's like a weight is lifted and doors open. Like, so many great things happen for you once you let go of all the toxicity. All right, you guys. So what I did after I did my glitter liner, I just added this like neon pink liner. It's from a small brand that I supported, but to be honest, guys, I really didn't like the eyeliner. I had to try it a couple of different ways, but it just wasn't drying. It was transferring. Like, yeah, I didn't have a good experience with it. So that's why, if you're wondering, like, it's not gonna be in the description because I wasn't really a fan of it. If I figure out like how to make it work better, then then I'll have no problem with saying like y'all need this product. But yeah, I wasn't really like that much of a fan of it, to be honest. I want to try the Fenty one, but Sephora is closed, and Sephora is taking 2 weeks for shipping. So yeah, and all I'm doing is cutting a crease on the other eye, so you guys can kind of see how I got that winged look. So somebody said, if you can collab with any major cosmetics brand, which brand would it be and why? That's a hard question. If I could collab with any major cosmetics brands. Hmm. The first the first that came to mind, MAC is just my ride or die. So I don't know, that's the first that comes to mind. I don't know, Morphe. You guys, it's hard to say because brands don't pay attention to me. Like, I'm not trying to be like funny, but brands don't pay attention to me. So I've already got myself outside of that mindset of like, oh, I want brand collabs. No, that's why I created my own brand, to create my own lane. I don't want to rely on a brand to collab with or like, help me out or notice me. I'm over that phase. Somebody said, I don't got no questions. Just wanted to let you know you're bomb as fuck. Thank you, baby. I love you. And she's a Scorpio, too. Scorpio's lit November 14th. That's my birthday. Somebody said, what is your favorite look? I love that. I just love a beat, like a natural beat, meaning like full face, but no eyeshadow, just a wing liner, a popping lash, and a popping lip. Like, and when I mean popping, I mean nude and glossy. That's my idea of a popping lip. That's my favorite look. Somebody said, are you married and do you have a boyfriend? I'm not married and I don't have a boyfriend. I'm single, girl. What's your other passions besides makeup? My other passions besides makeup, I really love fashion. That was my first career choice. I wanted to be a fashion buyer and a stylist. But yeah, makeup took over. I love to cook. And I love interior design. Yeah, those are my other passions. How did you start selling your glitters? I thought about, okay, so I am going to be doing like a how I started my business type of video soon, but basically, I don't know, like, I think the question is more so like, how did you start? So I guess I'll just focus that more so for the how I started my business video to explain to you, because I'll be sitting here talking forever if I answer that question. Somebody said, how do I expand my brand into an empire? I don't know the answer to that question because like I'm in the process of trying to do that. You just have to start from somewhere. Somebody said, oh, by the way, if you're wondering about the eyeshadows that I use, so I said it in my last video, and a couple of you guys figured it out in the comments. Yes, I am trying really, really hard to work on my own eyeshadow palette. So that's why I'm not mentioning any eyeshadows, because they're not out and available. The beige color that you guys see on her lid is a Juvias Place eyeshadow, though. It's from her Magic palette. It's that nude eyeshadow in Kessie. But that's the only eyeshadow that I use from Juvia's Place. Every other eyeshadow is what I'm working on. So yeah, I know somebody's gonna ask. I'm so sorry. So somebody said, "How are you, love? Because I know you've been busy with them orders, sis. Black Women Excellence." Yeah, girl. Like, my brand is completely taking over. That's why I have not been on YouTube. I have not been on Instagram. I just work, 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 work. Like, it's crazy, but I'm very, very grateful. What was hard about starting a business? The hardest part for me was like, the hardest, I don't want to, it wasn't hard to start. What it was for me was like after that first initial launch and like everything, you know, sold out, it was like, okay, like now you got to do it all over again, you know? Now you have to ship out these packages, restock the site, and do it all over again, you know? Somebody wrote something in Spanish. I can kind of make out a little bit of it. I think she said, "This is your sister from Colombia." Hey, sis. Hola, ¿cómo estás? I love my Colombians. Do you ever get overwhelmed with your business? If so, how do you cope? Okay, for foundation, I'm using NARS MACAO in the Natural Radiant formula. And also, I took the Black Opal Stick Foundation, which will forever be bae. Like, this will forever be my holy grail. I love this foundation. So those are two foundations that I use for this look. And the colors of all the skin products will be listed down below. So back to the question, do you ever get overwhelmed with your business? She said businesses. If so, how do you cope? It is very overwhelming. I still have not been able to balance everything as far as my YouTube content and my Instagram content with my Globe Academy. It's very hard to balance. It's very overwhelming. And I feel like social media glamorizes owning a business, and it's really not glamorous. It's not glamorous until you really made it and you have a team running your stuff for you, baby. But I'm in the dirt, I'm in the mud every single day. And I mean every single day. You know, I'm lucky enough now where on the weekends I'm able to take off. But to be honest, usually it's only Saturday. Like on Sunday, I'm right in the office working. But yeah, girl, it's overwhelming. Some days I be shaking. Some days you want to cry. Some days everything is going wrong, you know, like, child. How do I cope? Hookah. Hookah and wine, girl. But no, like, you just have to you just have to have an off button and an off time so you have enough time. I love me time, so I just love to just be in my space and have quiet so I could just relax, you know, like, you have to have your me time and relaxation time. So that's how I cope. Chilling out, relaxing, playing a game. I like to play, I got a PS4. I like to smoke my hookah. I watch YouTube videos. I watch a lot of like inspiration and entrepreneur videos. But yeah. What's your best foundation for combination skin? MAC Studio Fix Foundation. Do you think highlighting and contouring is a must? No, it's not a must. And I also think that exaggerated highlighting and contouring is definitely not a must. I mean, a little bit of concealer will go a long way underneath the eyes, but do you need to contour and all of that? No, you don't. Somebody said, what age did I start doing makeup? I was around, when I started playing in makeup, I'm not, because so I started playing in makeup, like, out of high school, so I was like 17, 18, and I started quote unquote doing makeup like on other people around like 18, 19. But I didn't get like serious with it until I was like 20, maybe 21, if that. It's so many questions, y'all. There's so many questions. But yeah, we get into this contour. Yeah, we really contoured, okay? We really contoured my sis. She already has like really prominent high cheekbones, but it was just the flips for me. And I was just like the cut crease. Everything is just going down that road. So let's just make it more dramatic. Let's just continue. You know what I'm saying? Like let's just continue. So yeah, I'm just taking my Real Technique setting brush and I'm using that to contour her. And then once that's blended out enough, I'm going to go with my Beauty Blender from Shop Miss A to blend out the concealer underneath her eyes. All right. What's a few tips on being a Black business owner? It's a lot of business questions in here, which I'm glad because I did want to start putting out more like business content on my YouTube. So I'm glad there's like interest in it. A few tips on being a Black business owner. Girl, I don't even know where to start. I feel like as a Black business owner, we have it hard, and our customers, which are mostly other Black men and women, have higher expectations from us, which can make it hard. Um, but all I can say is stay true to yourself, stay focused, and just do what you have to do to get your brand out there in a positive light. You know? Um, Girl, somebody said I ordered my things from you on the 17th and I still haven't received my order. When will it be here? Y'all, I know you freaking lying. And this is what it's crazy that that question followed the other one because this is what I deal with all the time. And I put this Q&A on my page like almost 2 weeks ago. So don't think that her order has been sitting there. But yeah, it's on the website that orders can take up to 7 business days to process. And I still get hit with stuff like this. And to be honest, her order was probably shipped out already. But yeah, it's this basically 24/7. Some weeks are like we can go 2 weeks without having that type of energy, and then it'll be a week with that type of energy, just like, or somebody will order on like a Saturday, and on Monday they're like, "Where's my tracking number?" So that was a great follow up to the previous question, girl. It gets crazy sometimes. And the other question too, also about like, do I get overwhelmed? Yeah, child. Do you have any advice for entrepreneurs looking to sell glitter? By the way, I love you. Love you too, girl. Find you a good source. Um, and sample, sample, sample. Test out the glitters, test out the product, and make sure you're testing it out on the eyes. You want to, it has to feel right. I feel like my glitters are doing really well because they're really great quality. Um, when I first started, I took a year to do all of my research, all of my samplings, and finding out different types of glitters, different materials, and just trying things out. Some glitters were thick on the eye and felt heavy and uncomfortable. Some were really flat on the eye. So don't rush into it. Do your research. When I first thought about when I first really was like, I'm going to do this, it was 2017. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to launch this summer. And I was like, no, let me sit back. I didn't launch until the year later. So I took a whole year to gather up everything that I felt like I needed to gather. Somebody said, first of all, I absolutely adore you. Your style and techniques are a mood, honey. Thank you, baby. Period. But thank you. I love you, girl. Okay, y'all. So I use a new powder that I ordered from Camera Ready Cosmetics, and it's the Mehron powder. And baby, this powder was up and it was stuck. So I was trying really hard because it did leave a cast. Although I do think the powder is really beautiful. Like I really like the powder, but baby, she leave a cast. So maybe I shouldn't have put too much, but we got it off. When applying your setting powder, is your beauty blender dry or damp? It's always damp. I always use a damp beauty blender for powder, for everything, actually. I'm just scanning through the questions because some of them are things I already answered. Somebody said, how do you know what glitters go with other glitters? I mean, that goes with your creative realm, you know? Like, you put things together that you think go good together. That's all with, you know, aesthetics and your creativity. I'm using the Juvias Place Zulu palette, I believe. I'm using the brown shade to contour and bronze her skin. Somebody said, biggest goal for your makeup business. The biggest goal for my makeup business, I actually have a 5-year plan. But I want to be in stores. I see my brand in stores. I see my brand in Ulta or Sephora. I see it. That's the biggest goal. That's the biggest goal. Are MAC products essential for a freelance MUA? Yes, baby. MAC, say what you want about MAC, but MAC is a brand created for artistry, makeup artistry. And that's just that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the premise of the brand. And the products and how the products work reflect that. Like, I stand MAC products. I'm sorry. Somebody says, what does your makeup setup / studio look like? When it's like finished, I'll do a video. I never got to finish because when everything happened and all of the stores closed, I couldn't like order stuff and finish doing anything that I wanted to do in my room and in my studio. I'm just going. It's so many questions, y'all. Like, I didn't think it was gonna be this many questions. All I'm doing now is I'm just contouring the nose, and I'm using the same eyeshadow that we use to contour her cheeks. All right. I hope you guys are feeling this. Like, I hope you guys like this video because I really just wanted to interact with you guys because, like I said before, since I'm so focused on my business, I feel like I don't get to talk to you guys as much. I'm not uploading as much. So I just felt like I wanted to do something to feel more connected with you guys. So, yeah. I like to go in and add like some fake hairs now to the front of the brow after I finish baking everything. I feel like it makes it look, I don't know, it gives it like a look, that hair like look I really like. So the only thing that I'm doing now is adding blush to the cheeks, and we're gonna add highlighter and all of that jazz. I'm gonna answer one last question. Let's see. Somebody said, how long did it take for you to get where you're at? Years. It definitely took a couple of years. So let's see. In 2016 is when I started like my journey. I left Sephora and started focusing on social media and content and things like that. So 2016, and we're now in 2020, so 4 years. 4 years of consistency has gotten me here so far. So let's see where the next 4 take me. So yeah, y'all, I didn't even get to answer the questions that were in the comments. Those were just some of the questions from my story. I feel like I need to do Q&As more often because you guys had a lot to ask me. And I saw like personal questions mixed in with business, mixed in with makeup. So I know that I need to get on here more and talk to y'all so y'all could get to know me better. But all I'm doing here is doing the finishing touches of the makeup. I was getting that under eye situated with some setting spray because, like I said, the powder did leave a cast. Now I'm just lining her lips. We're doing a little bit of overlining just to make her lips appear more fuller. And we're going in with this nude beige matte lipstick. If you know me, then you already know. If you know me, then you already know what I'm going to say. But yeah, there won't be a link for this down below because you already know why. If you know, you know. But yeah, we're going to apply this all over her lips. And then we're going to go in with Glow Up Academy. And then we're going to go in with Glow Up Academy's gloss in the shade Wednesday, which is like a baby pink, but for grown-ups, not too ashy, and it complements everybody's skin tone beautifully. And we're going to apply that all over. Alright, so now we're going back to the hair. I'm going to add some concealer to the part. I haven't really gotten good with the whole part thing. Yeah, it's kind of hard for me. But I watched a YouTube video last night and I'm going to try his techniques. His name is Jordan and he does like a lot of hair tutorials on here. So I was watching his video and I was like, okay, I'm going to try his technique because it looks good. Where how he like plucks his part and everything. Okay, so now back to these flips. What I did off camera, I actually cut the hair. If you can tell, I trimmed the bob. I made it a little bit shorter because I felt like it would help the flips and I wanted a more like dramatic type of flip. So I figured cutting the hair shorter would do that for me. And the hair also was in an asymmetrical bob. So it'll help with, you know, the flips being even. So that's what I did. And I just sprayed like some firming spray in the hair and just flipped it, and it flips so much better. Sometimes you just gotta when it comes to me, I gotta step away sometimes, especially when it comes to hair, and just come back to it because like I said, I don't really know what I'm doing. So yeah, and it's a little piece of lace coming up because like I said, we only put one layer of glue down and I was like pulling and tugging, so I did glue that back down as well off camera. And we added a little mole.
I need 200 occasion. 200.
Okay, you guys, this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I was able to answer some of you guys' questions. Be sure to check out Eva's wigs. The items will be listed down below for the makeup look, for the glitter and lashes and all that extra stuff. Love you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.